Guy Martin made his name as a fearless motorcycle racer, but now just racing isn't enough for him.
I sort of got bored of racing unless I was building something. And that's what this next lot of programmes is going to be about. We're going to build a lot of daft stuff in the shed to go do some daft races. That's the plan.
Guy wants to build some very unusual racing machines and enter some extraordinary races.
You know that bit where they always say don't laugh?
And Guy's right-hand man throughout, his long-suffering best mate, Camy.
There's no better man at preparing stuff. He's the man. Yeah, and he's a good crack.
Look like you're about to rob an house.
They want to produce 4 thoroughbred racing machines.
Still not convinced me that this is a good idea, but we'll see what happens.
We're going to get something that wasn't really designed to be raced.
We're past the point of no return now.
And then we're going to go find some daft races throughout Europe and see how we get on. We haven't put it on his roof. I don't think we're trying that.
No, you've always got to taste the tarmac.
Of course you have.
It'll require finely tuned negotiating skills.
Yeah, you want £2 grand for it?
You can't just pay a man the money he wants.
Oh, no, it's good mad.
£4 grand.
No.
And a lot of practice for Guy. Four cars, 2 mates, 1 garage.
That is mint.
What could possibly go wrong?
Ah, that's my fingers.
Oh, sorry, sorry. Now, boy, what's happening?
Oh, just, you know, buzzing along, just at the services. What you up to, pal?
Tinkering on, tinkering on.
What's it this time?
Volvo, how you fixed?
Yeah. I'll finish this brew and I'll pop up.
Good old boy, good old boy. Right, I'll prime the kettle.
All right, pal.
Sound
See you in a
job.
bit, Chief.
Cheers, boy. See you, boy. See you, boy. See you. Bye. I love my Volvos because they're just mega. So yeah, my addiction to Volvos comes from working on Volvos. I did my apprenticeship at a Volvo truck garage. I was there for years. Great job.
And Guy's addiction has led to him now owning 2 Volvo cars.
Got a couple. Volvo 850 T5 GLT, which Camy says is geography teacher spec. NReg 96, 1 owner from new. Nice boy. And then, yeah, 2-door Amazon, 2-door estate, which they never made a 2-door estate, been butchered about by a bloke in Sweden. Great thing, 800 horsepower, blows up all the time. Beautiful thing, love it.
Once Camy's on the premises,
Volvo. We're doing a Volvo. Of course we're doing a Volvo. You'd marry a Volvo.
If you could.
You're right, Chief?
Guy explains what he wants them to do.
So what actually is this, then?
It's called folk racing, F-O-L-K. Folk racing. Scandinavia, it's a big thing over there. We would just say it's glorified banger rallycross. That looks mint, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's on his roof, yeah. It's on his roof.
He's out at race. So do you reckon in these races you're actually allowed to, like, ram people?
So look at the state of the car, boy.
Yeah. That is just foot to the floor. You wouldn't want to fill the insurance claim in for that.
No, you wouldn't. But that just looks great, doesn't it? It looks great. So whatever we do, I want to do a Volvo.
He's completely in love with Volvos. You mentioned Volvo to Guy and there's fireworks going off.
I prefer for it to be a 240 estate. 240. Yeah, ideally estate. That'd be nice. Are you going to find it?
I'm going to find it.
You're going to find it. A purposeful, we'll use that word.
Yeah.
A purposeful 240.
If I can't find a 240, why don't we just use one of the 2 Volvos here?
Shut your mouth, Cameron.
Why not?
My pride and joy, my Volvos.
So what are you going to do then? Are you going to go and have a go?
Right, I am.
Yeah.
Out to Sweden, which isn't that far.
No. And I'll go and have a look on the internet.
Have a look, see what you can find.
So Camy starts the search for a Volvo to buy and then race in Sweden.
Trip away to Sweden. I've never been to Sweden. I'm going to wear my ABBA T-shirt. I like ABBA.
Yo, he wants to
And Guy's about to get his first ever taste of folk racing.
We're in Borlänge in Sweden. Yeah, Sweden, lovely place. Loads of trees, not many people, 9 million people. And 8,000 of those hold a folk racing licence. You wouldn't think that, would you? Race of the people, that's what they call it. That's what folk means, people.
Guy's come to the Borlänge folk racing circuit.
We're meeting the man of folk racing, Janne. He's the man. He's been folk racing for like 40-odd years or something.
Oh, hello there.
Now, Janne, how you getting on?
It's fine.
I'm Guy, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You're right.
Perfect.
You've some setup here. Yeah, is this all yours?
Yes.
Do you do any races here?
Yes, every weekend.
Do you? Every weekend, folk race?
Yeah, all year round, even on the winter time. I'm also an instructor, and we're learning people how to drive.
You've got some learning to do with me, or I've got some learning to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to try it out?
I'd like a go, yeah.
Try a few laps.
Yes.
And do not go too fast.
Okay.
Try it out from the low, and then you go faster and faster.
Okay.
And off you go.
Thank you.
Janne may want Guy to start slowly, but of course, natural-born racer Guy doesn't do slowly.
It looks good.
Oh, it looks great. It's great. It's mint. It's mint. It's mint. It's just, there's so little grip, but you're just trying to get the most out of it. Yeah, loved it. Great. Loved it.
Well, it's looking good.
Oh,
You're close to the race pace.
no, it's just real nice to dress.
Yeah,
Real nice.
yeah.
It's lovely. Drives really well.
Is it okay if I drive with you
Perfect,
in
yeah.
another car?
Yeah.
I'll get changed. Then I'll come after you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Folk racing is a contact sport, and Janne now wants Guy to know what that feels like.
Okay, Guy, are you ready?
Yep, sound job.
Janne lets Guy take the lead on the first corner, but then sticks on his tail.
I knew Janne was coming. I could see him behind me. I got a mirror. I had the mirror. So. Thought I'll try and defend him to a point, and then I've just got to go do or die.
After hassling Guy for a couple of laps, Janne makes his move.
Yeah, and he barged straight into the side of me. Yeah, like no mercy. Yeah, so I just barged him right out of the way again. And I got to reverse quicker than Janne, and then got out and just got past.
It seems Guy's already learned that in folk racing, you give as good as you get.
Now I know what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. No mercy. No mercy. It was brilliant.
I think you have the pace. But you know,
I think you might have let me.
I'll let you through.
I know you let me through.
Next time.
You'll mean business.
Yeah. So you want to build a car and come back?
Definitely.
When you come next time, we'll do a race on a real track, and we have 6 competitors at the starting line.
Madness.
Yeah.
Madness. How good are you? Do you usually make the finals?
Yeah.
Do you always make the finals?
Most times.
Most times. Right. Work to do. Work to do. Yeah, you are the man. You are the man. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, I loved it. Like Janne, yeah. Yeah, it was hell mercy. But yeah, it was mint. And hopefully Camy has got reading through the papers and the internet and has found a knackered enough Volvo. And we'll have something to build when we get back.
And in Guy's garage, Camy has indeed found the perfect Volvo for the project.
I went on eBay.
Volvo. Ooh, that's nice.
Volvo 240 estate.
I'll tell you, that looks all right.
What makes this car even better is it's only 4 miles from Guy's garage.
It's what we want. It's manual, it's tatty, it's an estate, it's a 240.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's it, yeah. But to not put too fine a point on it,
Go on.
I've already bought one, Paul.
So what? The perfect car has cropped up, right? And we're looking at it saying, right, yeah, this is probably what we want. And now you're telling me, what are you showing me that for then? Why don't you just tell me the truth in the first place?
I know you like
Dickhead.
looking at Volvos.
So go on, what have you bought?
It's a Volvo,
Right.
240.
That's all right. Yep, that's all right.
but it's not an estate.
It's a saloon, isn't it? You're not telling me it's
Yeah, it's a
hotels.
saloon.
It's a saloon.
It's a
right,
saloon.
OK. Right, how much you pay for this?
1,200 quid.
Dickhead.
No one's perfect, Chief.
You paid him?
Yeah.
Go on, where is it?
Dagenham.
End of the earth, man.
Yeah, we're like Starbucks Cafe.
So while the perfect Volvo is just 4 minutes down the road, Guy and Camy have to hitch up the trailer and head 4 hours down the road to East London.
A long way from Grimsby.
Hell of a long way. I got a picture on my phone. We'll have a look for her. She's done well, hasn't she? That's her.
It's the
G-Reg.
Volvo. 88.
88, 89. Yeah, she's minter.
It's been sat here a week or two, hasn't it?
Yeah, problem, Chief, she's automatic.
What, you said it was a manual?
It never said. It never said.
Bloody hell's that? What the bloody hell's that?
It never said that on the actual sheet.
What did he say?
It never mentioned. It didn't even say the year. She got
Yeah, that is a
up.
problem. Really, we want a manual gearbox. I want to decide what gear I'm in. We ain't got absolute control, you know. It's got its place. Auto gearboxes have got the place. Not for folk racing in Sweden. Autos are not the job. We'll get a gearbox out of a scrappy somewhere. That's all doable. It's all doable.
As the boys continue to have a sniff around,
Look, my mate's a salesman. He always does that. Look, never smoked in.
the seller Lucian arrives.
You right there, guy?
Yeah, Paul.
You right, mate?
You the man that owns the car?
Yeah, I'm the guy.
Now, mate, how's it going? Nice to meet you, mate. Nice to meet you.
spot
How long's it been stored?
About a year.
You got the keys, Paul?
I think they're in the glove box.
Spur key. Always got to have the
You'll see
spur
all the
key.
receipts in the back. Yeah, so right, the deal's done. He's paid you your money.
Yeah, I got my money, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see if she goes.
Go on, see if they've got a jump pack in there.
Yeah, I'll
man.
go and ask. Got it, Chief.
Cheers, man. You ready?
Brakes might be locked on a bit.
And I say that's TV bullshit. They've just moved that. We haven't. Genuinely. That hasn't moved for a year, has it? Lucian, thank you very much, mate.
I'm a bit annoyed, actually. I bought the wrong car. He's not hit me. That's a good thing. We're going to have to take a gearbox out and then see what happens after that. I think he's happy because it means taking it to bits. So it's just another reason to get, like, knee-deep in engine oil and stuff like that. But this has thrown a right spanner into the works.
This is Guy's garage, and in it Guy Martin and his best mate Camy are about to start work on a Volvo 240, which they bought off a bloke in London a week ago.
Bloody hell, man, it's in good wrath, that is, isn't it? Lecky windows.
The eventual goal is to take their Volvo to Sweden, where Guy will drive it in a folk racing event, a blend of rallycross and banger racing, which is pretty much Sweden's national motorsport.
So we're going to get it running. We're going to stick it on the dyno.
They want to find out how much power the Volvo's producing now as a starting point to work from.
We're going to get running first, so we're just putting a battery on it.
Starting it up, however, proves a little more complex than anticipated. At the garage in Dagenham where they bought the car, it started first time.
Nah.
Go on, what has happened to it between...
Nothing.
It's in park, isn't it?
I'm just thinking, Guy, this wire ran from the back to the front. Is
I pulled it out, didn't I?
Is that the fuel pump? Is that a fuel pump wire?
I pulled it out, didn't I?
It appears that a wire had been fitted to bypass an immobiliser on the fuel pump.
Remember, it had a wire running through the doors when we got to it, didn't it? Bloody hell's that? What the bloody hell's that? And it came here, and I think I just ripped it out and thought, oh, it's just for some neon lights or something.
And we need it.
We need it now, yeah.
This is the fuel pump. So he's ran a direct feed. So when it turns over, it bypasses the immobiliser with this wire that's even joined in the middle.
With no idea where to reattach the wire, the only solution is to use a different fuel pump from Guy's extensive parts bin.
That is a 1,000 horsepower pump.
With a plastic jug standing in as a fuel tank,
That'll give us an idea if she's going to run.
they finally get it started.
There you go, got oil pressure now and all.
After most of a day's work to just get it running, the Volvo's ready to go on Guy's rolling road dynamometer, a machine which will give them a reading for the Volvo's power output.
Well, that's a set weight. These rollers are a set weight. And then if you can accelerate that weight from this point to this point, so from 10 mile an hour to 20 mile an hour in this time, then that equates to this much horsepower. Yeah, and that's all you need to know. If I see 75, 80, I'll be, I think that's great. That's 50. That's 80.
So what is this old car capable of?
It's good, it's making good power, 85 horsepower.
I'll tell you something, that's clean as a whistle out the back.
Is it?
Not a puff of blue smoke or anything.
Sweet, it's running sweet. 85 horsepower. Very fiddly first day. A lot of mucking about, wasn't there?
No, but what do you expect for a 1,200 quid from a garage down Dagenham?
Exactly, yeah.
Just a bit of troubleshooting, wasn't it?
That's all it was.
Don't say roll on, Sweden. Yeah. I know there's a sunroof light, but we don't want him climbing out of it, do we?
Leaving Camy at the garage, stripping all unnecessary weight out of their Volvo.
I'm just going to place it all outside and then we'll decide what we want, what we don't want.
Guy heads off for a driving lesson. He's come to the Pembrey Rallycross circuit in Wales. After his folk racing taster day in Sweden, Guy's convinced that folk racing and rallycross are very close relatives.
Folk racing is just banger rallycross racing, by the looks of it.
Learning a few tricks of the rallycross trade could give Guy the edge when he returns to Sweden to race. And so today he's lined up just about the best teacher in Britain, Mark Higgins.
Mark Higgins, the man, 3 times British rally champion, British rallycross champion, fastest man in a car around the Isle of Man TT. I've heard of him from that. No better man to teach me a bit of rallycross. I know that I don't know what I'm doing. As long as you know that before we start, we'll be all right, mate.
Rallycross, just like folk racing, uses a circuit that consists of both tarmac and gravel sections. The trick is learning to get the best out of both surfaces. So Mark begins by walking.
You've got to think about getting the car fairly straight-ish
Yeah.
before you get onto the gravel.
And driving Guy around the circuit.
Fairly straight, get the gears done, then turn in. Playing the throttle all the time.
You've got to compromise what would be the perfect racing line to where the grip is. And when you get onto the tarmac again, you can really start to use that grip.
Yeah, I learned a load. Some boy, yeah, I think there was some fruity language coming out of me.
Oh, that was min. That was limiter coming round there.
To see if Guy's driving is as fruity, they swap seats. And he starts well.
Low in, fast out, start building the power now, go, 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 go. Good lad, good.
But as he pushes himself harder,
It's all right.
he starts to spin. A lot.
Look at that, that's precision parking.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, go on, how many times did I spin? 21. Did I spin 21 times? That's all right, isn't it?
After a day's tuition, it's exam time in the form of a race. 4 cars, 4 laps. Don't crash or spin. And maybe even win.
I think this could be quite good for Guy. Let's see how this goes. That was good. You just missed the gear then. Oh, we had the right line then, but the wrong corner. That's good on the brakes there. All in one piece. That's a good start.
All right, mate.
Bit different then with the dust, isn't it?
Hey, them lads were kind to us. I knackered it up in here, I overcooked it and I took them out.
Yeah.
Just trying to account for the dust.
Yeah, you can't see
Just
anything,
the
can
dust.
you?
The dust, man.
The limits are just way beyond where I thought they were. And getting it out of shape and breaking it into the corners and then getting them back end to break out and how much grip there is on the dirt. So, work to do. Work to do.
Back at the garage, there's definitely work to do. Turning an automatic Volvo 240 into a manual Volvo 240.
The plan is to take the automatic gearbox out, and we've acquired a new gearbox.
I got that, complete with a gear lever assembly, off eBay for 100 quid. But that might be nothing like that gearbox we're taking out. True. You got it.
You know that bit where they always say don't laugh?
They're certainly not laughing after they compare the new gearbox assembly to the old one.
15 and a half, 15. So what's that?
2.5 mil of difference.
So we need a different flywheel. Yeah, there's no way we can retrofit that onto that.
The prop shafts are a different length. It doesn't match up.
The one I bought off eBay, that'll be good for scrap value.
It's not scrap, it's recycling. We're recycling. It's different.
So, yeah, that's the part. We can't really do any more. We can't really do any more. I am thinking it's probably better just to have bought a bloody manual in the first place.
Well, yeah.
And then Guy realises they can do just that. The manual 240 he originally wanted is still on eBay. And the latest bid is still below the seller's reserve price. It could be theirs for the right money, and it's only 4 miles down the road.
Right, we've got a plan. Well, we haven't really. But we're going to go have a word with the man in Brig, which is only just down the road. By the time we've sorted all the bits out for that, because I'm probably, what am I now into that? I'm probably 300 quid into clutches and gearboxes. And now I need another flywheel, we need another prop shaft, and a load of other, and like the pedal box and a clutch slave cylinder, which everything's doable. It's all doable, but when there's a car down the road that's already a manual, why wouldn't we go and have a look? So I've got a few pound notes. It's a load more mucking about, but it is probably a sensible option, isn't it? Yeah. It was mint. One owner, all the paperwork, and now what are we going to do? We've gone and bloody wrecked it. Yeah. Let's go see this man, and hopefully he'll take a kick in the stones.
Oh, and, we'll have it. We'll have it.
Yeah, and we'll go by. Are you gonna? What are you doing? Are you gonna meet us down there? All right, sound.
354.
After Camy's inglorious purchase of their first Volvo, Guy decides he will do the negotiating this time.
Go on, mate, what's going to buy it?
To you, I want $2 grand for it.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer you 1,300 quid. That's what I'm going to do.
No chance.
No chance.
No chance. No, she's too good for that.
1,500 quid, mate.
There's too much sentimental value in it for me.
1,600. Go on, you've got to give me a bit, haven't you?
1850 and you've got a deal.
Sound job.
At the end of a long and expensive day, Guy and Camy arrive back at the garage with their second Volvo 240. Building a banger is not really proving to be that easy. A month ago, Guy Martin and his best mate Camy bought a Volvo to convert and then take folk racing in Sweden.
It's just going to be an absolute doddle, isn't it?
Yeah.
That proved to be the wrong Volvo, and yesterday they bought a second one from a bloke down the road.
She drives like a dream.
As they stripped the latest car of all unnecessary weight,
I feel like I could work in the factory now. We've done this that many times.
they revealed that maybe the price tag of 1,850 quid was a bit steep.
Big hole in the sill here, you see that, boy? Look.
It's not an MOT pass, that, is it?
No. But since it is a Volvo, there is a drivable car here. But, yeah, by the time it's finished, there'll be no left.
I don't think we'll be reusing that.
No. They do like window stickers, Volvo drivers. I've got two in the back of mine.
Launched in 1974, the Volvo 240 was groundbreaking in what's now become a crucial area of car design.
Safety wasn't thought about at all when it came to car design until Volvo came along. Well, and now the two go hand in hand, safety and Volvo.
Featuring a raft of innovative safety features, the 240 became the first car ever marketed for its safety.
It takes a lot of dummies to design a car for people who think, I can test that, crash test dummies. I can see that.
And it wasn't just marketing hype. In 1976, the Volvo 240 was named as the safest car on American roads.
A Volvo Discovery, rain falls on rear windows too. So having a rear windscreen wiper is part of safety, which you'd think, yeah, of course it is. Standard fitment in Volvo 240s.
Being the safest car on the road is not the same as being safe on a racing track. And so to prep their 240 for the rigours of folk racing, Guy and Camy embark on making a roll cage.
Well, we'll go to about 48. Here we are, Monday afternoon. We've got the front part in. We're just getting a cross piece there. Looking someone's in it. She's looking someone's in it.
It takes the boys 2 weeks to get their roll cage right, and Camy documents every bend and weld on his handycam.
Oh, she's ready to test.
We'll fill it with petrol on the way to the track in the morning.
Yeah.
Before they do any more work, the boys want to test drive their Volvo to see whether they need to work on its handling and whether it needs more power.
We'll get her off now, unload her, see how fast she can go around this track. We're thinking like record, aren't we?
And I've just put 30 quid of super unleaded in it. Double the value of the car.
With a makeshift exhaust fitted, it's now a very loud Volvo.
I hope there's no noise restriction. The exhaust sounds absolutely sweet as a nut, doesn't it? I hope you don't test the roll cage. Do the chicane. It doesn't look to handle that bad neither, does it? I were expecting it to go round like, say, like the QE2 line.
And it's only doing like 95 down the back. She's motoring.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. 30-year-old Volvo like that shouldn't go round a track like this.
But just when all seems great...
Ooh, blew some smoke then, didn't it? Yeah, pulling it in. Big puff of blue smoke come out of her into that corner.
She's terminal, mate. How many laps did it do? Half a dozen, didn't it?
Yeah.
She's terminal.
Really?
Knackered. About as bad as it can get. You ready?
Guy doesn't know exactly what's gone wrong yet, but it's clear the Volvo now needs a new engine.
You heard it.
Sounds like two skeletons playing ping pong in a dustbin. Oh, man. She's toast.
Guy and Camy's trip to Sweden now feels as far away as ever.
Oh, well.
We never like that engine anyway, mechanical fuel injection.
With time now running out before the race in Sweden, and Guy's yard filling up with bits of knackered Volvos, the boys crack on with replacing their broken engine.
Yeah, it's bent a conrod. Blown up engines do that sort of thing all the time.
They buy a new engine block off a bloke in Bristol.
Nah, that's mint, isn't it?
Nice. It's spot on, that, isn't it?
and Guy spends a very zen afternoon doing one of his favourite jobs, porting.
Porting, smoothing the air tracks out, in and out of the cylinder head, just to get the air into the combustion chamber with as little resistance as possible, and to get the air out with as little resistance as possible. While it's in bits, we might as well make the most of it. It takes a few hours. 4 hours, 6 hours.
Finally, after a couple of weeks, they have a new engine. Or at least an engine built from parts of all the engines they've bought already.
It's all right, it'll be all right, it'll be all right. I've got the radiator out of the original. The cylinder head is what come from Bristol, was a recon one. The injection system is off this original car because it's a mechanical injection system that injects all the time. The bottom end is the automatic bottom end, which is the block, you see that? Put new belts on it. Just link some petrol in, let's take it up there. What's the worst that could happen?
A test drive around his garden is enough to convince Guy that he's finally built a folk racer.
Does he, doesn't he? It runs, he didn't blow up. He didn't drop to bits. What more was we expecting than that? What more was we expecting? Nothing. Finally, we're in a position, yeah, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
And a run on the dyno reveals some more good news. The original Volvo engine made just over 80 horsepower. Impressively, Guy's home-assembled power plant delivers a lot more.
Now we're doing 111.87 at just short of 5,500 RPM. Mint job. Over the moon, over the moon.
Finally, the Volvo gets a graffiti paint job. After months of work, Guy now has a folk racer ready to reveal. They started with an automatic 240 Saloon, and now they have a manual 240 estate folk racer. They may have worked their way through 2 cars, 3 gearboxes and 3 engines, but that's all in the past now.
This was the easy project. This was far from easy. It was far from easy. But anyway, she's done now. She's done.
And if you were wondering, Steve Owaki and NRC are Guy's own made-up engineering companies, named in honour of his dogs, Steve and Nigel. As you do if you're Guy Martin.
I think we're about right. Different engine and gearbox.
Fuel cell, roll cage.
Roll cage, seats.
Bit of graffiti on her. He's dinted the roof. He's still got his trainer marks on it.
Yeah.
Next up for the lads, a trip to Scandinavia for the big race.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I'm looking forward to getting to Sweden. Looking forward to getting to Sweden and having a go.
Guy Martin is on his way to a Swedish day of reckoning to see if his self-assembled Volvo can beat the Swedes at their own game.
Volvo's an ABBA, isn't it? That's Sweden.
Cultural ambassador Camy has come along as race mechanic.
Oh, and mobiles. That's where the mobiles were invented.
Nokia. Were they Swedish or Finnish?
Stockholm.
I didn't know that.
I'm sure it were.
Well, look.
Could be wrong.
What's it say on the back? That's a Nokia. It must be Nokia. What's it say on the back of it?
Made in Germany.
Borlänge, that's where we're going. Mid-Sweden. Go to Yanni's place. Make sure we built it right.
And then races tomorrow.
Races.
You've met this guy before, haven't you?
Yeah, I met him when I came the last time. Some boy. His workshop is an absolute tip. If we're going to do out to the car...
We need to get the toolbox out of the back.
She bomb scene, mate. He's a bomb scene.
Auto Stadium. This is us. Geez, we are in the middle of nowhere. Hey, it must be Lover's Lane. Hey, there's one in
Dog
forest
inside.
there.
Sweden's dog in sight.
So.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Now, Yanni.
Hello.
How are you getting on, boy?
Yeah.
This is Camy.
Yeah.
Camy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Love being in Sweden, mate. We're out to borrow your bog, please.
Yeah.
Borrow your loo.
Reckon.
Okay.
Yeah.
OK, thanks, boy. Have a look round the bus, mate, see what you reckon. Cheers, boss.
Me and Guy both legged it to the little boys' room because Guy won't stop, and we were both like, our back teeth were swimming. He never stops. He's like, no, got a red on, boy, got a red on, boy. He'd just take a plastic bottle if he could.
While they're in the little boy's room, Yana has a sniff around Guy's folk racer, and he has some surprising news for them.
Go on, what do you think?
After months of work, the car is still not race ready.
There's some things to do. Changing tires first.
Okay. Right.
We have to enforce it stronger,
Bloody hell.
just in case it gets bumpy in the race.
Right, if we can start doing some work, that'd be mega.
Yeah.
Please?
And so, at the 11th hour, Guy and Camy find themselves once again with work to do.
Do you think we've got enough time?
The night is long.
The night is long, yes.
Burn the
yes,
midnight oil.
Reinforcements are made to strengthen the car further, while a shortcut is found to beef up the front end.
Luckily, at Jana's garage, he had 40 Volvos. So everything we needed, we pretty much like just sawed off his cars. Put a lot of effort in, actually.
Grippier tyres are fitted, and more Scandinavian design touches continue into the night. Come the morning, Guy's Anglo-Swedish concoction is put to the test and appears to be a winning formula.
Oh, he's on it now. He's so good at it, he just gets the hang of it. Anything you give him, brilliant at it.
Good stuff.
Guy's verdict is conclusive.
Stick her on the trailer. Stick her on the trailer.
Then we are ready to race.
Ready to race, mate. Sound job.
Today's meeting has a bumper entry of 83 competitors.
My ferry is tomorrow night, so in Holland, so we have to go tonight.
All are highly experienced, and nearly all understand Swedish.
Yes.
Every racer gets 3 heats, with the fastest going through to a final. Each race is 3 laps long, and to add an element of tactics, one of those laps must be a joker where the car has to take a longer route.
Everyone is fast, really fast, and the cars are really fast. Well, I'm not making excuses. My car, yeah, I'm not making excuses. I am making excuses. I just wasn't expecting this level of car preparation.
This is some kind of final at the end of the season. So all the best drivers with their best cars.
The problem is that you go out there to race and it's 4 minutes long. So he's only had, at that point, 4 minutes track time, then 8 minutes track time, and then at the end, 12 minutes. So, you know, these people have been doing it 20 years.
In a full contact sport, where even experienced drivers get caught out, Jana's challenge to folk racing rookie Guy is simply to survive.
So our goals today is to finish every heat.
Not on the roof.
Not on the roof.
Not on the roof.
And so, Guy prepares for his first folk race, taking every safety precaution possible.
Don't wear this bloody thing, I can't see where I'm going.
Look like you're about to rob an house.
At least there will be a familiar face in Guy's first heat.
Right, we're on the tank.
He's been drawn alongside his ever-resourceful mentor, Jana. The competitors line up, with Guy's Volvo 240 right in the middle.
He's in lane 3. We need a good start here.
All eyes wait for the red light to turn green. Guy gets left behind at the start, but lines up a tough move into turn 1.
Go on. No, he's not giving up. He's not giving up.
There's contact, but Guy's car shrugs it off. Lying in 5th place out of 6, he elects to take his long lap.
He's taking the joker. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. There's no strategy in a game like this, is there? We're in last.
After an excellent start, Janne is overtaken and drops to 4th, while Guy is not far behind in the battle for 5th.
Oh, he's a bit sideways. Go on, lad, don't give up. This is going to start the last lap.
Outpaced on the straights, Guy manages to keep his slower car in touch on the corners.
Well, that black car now's got to take his joker, so we'll definitely overtake him. The Guy's 5th. Coming round now to finish. We're not far behind Janne. I bet he never expected that when we turned up.
Guy finishes his first ever folk race in 5th, 2 places behind veteran Janne.
Okay,
After all the bumps and skids, the team are happy with their debut.
Oh, we
That
survived.
were a cracking first goal.
That was survived. I survived. Right, I
Hey,
need a
one
piss.
last.
I know. That was min. That was min. Yanni, good man. Good man, well done. Well done. Good man. We made a bit of contact, but not too much. I don't think we bent anything. I didn't come last. I didn't come last. No, I was really mint. I enjoyed it.
In a sport where you often leave on a forklift, Guy's car is holding up well.
Everything looks fine under the bonnet. Wheels are still on. So we'll go to the next seat and see what happens.
Sadly, race 2 is a disaster. Guy starts badly and spends the whole race at the back, outgunned by cars that are faster than appearances would suggest.
I know they're all bangers, but they're serious pieces of kit with drivers that know what they're doing. I thought I was cheating by tuning the engine. I thought I was cheating. Their boys would laugh at that. You know what? That's all you're doing. It's mint, but this isn't a cheap motorsport.
The strategy for the 3rd heat is obvious.
It's not even damage limitation. We've just got to try and not finish last. And not finishing last is a win.
All right, turn her on.
It's time for Guy's final race of the day.
Just like to smoke a bit when she starts up.
And again, he's been drawn against his mentor, Janne.
Good luck, Yanni.
Nice bloke.
Results may not have gone his way so far, but with plenty of Swedish support on the way to the start line, could this last race be where Guy finally becomes a folk racing hero?
Thank you. Tack.
The pupil lines up next to the master.
Try to look on Guy, but he just stared at and was so focused.
Guy's car is outpowered off the line once again, but he's got Janne in his sights. Then contact in turn 1 sends a car into Guy's path. His new reinforced front end does its job, and he carries on racing in 5th. The fast Golf plays its joker, and Guy moves up into 4th, getting a faster run onto the straight than Janne in front. It doesn't look like there's a Volvo-shaped gap in which to pass, so Guy makes one. The fight for 3rd is fierce. Guy comes off worse, but carries the corner speed to slingshot him into a podium position. Now he has to try and fend off the fast Golf. More contact sends him sideways and wide, while the smaller car uses its performance advantage. Sadly, Janne retires with broken steering, a result of the brutal battle for 3rd. And Guy, now on his last lap, has to take his joker. He finishes with a flourish in 4th, his best result of the day. And crucially, he's beaten Jana, the Grandmaster.
I was happy with that. It was a good way to finish.
I think I got the feeling for it, but not the material.
I swapped a bit of paint. I got stuck in. She's got a few battle scars on her, hasn't she? Yeah, something to be proud of.
We've come out of it the other side, learnt a lot, and he still stood up and walking. Motorsport is dangerous, and he's still here, and he's still talking to someone somewhere. I don't know where he is.
I've really enjoyed it. What a lovely country, what lovely people. Razzing round in heaps of shite. I think it's bloody brilliant. It's bloody brilliant.